Alright, kids. Hopefully this is the one that gets it done. This is Darth Double Daddy. Oh, and by the way, if you are a kid, you don't belong here. Just saying, this is for adults. And this is like my 7th attempt at this fucking video. Because honestly, what the fuck? Everything has gone wrong that possibly can fucking go wrong. Honestly, just, I hate these days. So, I've already done one recording of things that you can and should do, etc., etc., etc. I did a nice video on my other channel of a tour of this guy Sans the Pro's house. It turns out Sans the Pro ends up being the reason I had to scrap 2 of my videos because the little fuckhead wouldn't leave me alone. God damn, what an idiot. And I said it, so I reported him, and this is the first thing you do. Now, this kid, as far as I know, is a good kid. I'm not gonna do anything. She seems nice. I didn't even know it was a she. Maybe she's an adult too with 82. She could be 35, 36, whatever, you know. Here it says report abuse. I'm not going to go through the thing, but if someone is harassing you and you repeat to leave them alone, have no qualms about getting rid of them. Now, do you see that thing I just ran through? That's a teleporter. I can honestly say don't get those. They do not work for crap. Next item. One of the things I'm kind of curious about. Yeah, there is no really, unless if you managed to get up and down through the ladder. It might have been a neat trick, but I don't know. These little red blocks, yeah, I don't think so. These little red blocks are only you. Anyone else touches them, they're dead. Now, sorry, I gotta rebirth again. If you notice I'm going to be rebirthing a lot in this video, that's because that's what this video is about, what to do. First thing is, when you have a chance to rebirth a lot. Simple. Every rebirth you do kind of doubles the score, makes the game progress further, faster, you get cooler stuff. Next thing. Droppers. I prefer the ones with the conveyors built in. The reason is because eventually, this one also has conveyors built in. Eventually, you go through and you drop and you land in more droppers and more droppers and even more droppers. Anyway, with that in mind, there's a variety of droppers. I can show you some of the cooler ones. You go into upgraders. Now I have some droppers after my upgraders. Normally I don't. I just needed a place to stick them. These are the droppers I advise, or upgraders, not to use. They are the ones that will slow the game down. There are some droppers I normally advise not to use. For instance, big perps up here, they drop them by the trillions, but only, you know, you have 500 pieces being upgraded versus, say, 20. Your upgrades end up being a huge part of what goes on here. So get your upgraders more than your droppers going. Now, you may have noticed this weird little thing here, and I have to make it better, but the end result is missiles can be shot into it and kill you, so you have to make it bigger, but this can be your safe zone. In your safe zone, you should put your starter place, and you can actually make a starter that goes there. Everything else building, who cares? So anyway, these tanks do nothing other than look cool. Yeah, there, right there, on the top, fucking Professor Cock in the mouth, Sans the Pro, Sans the Ho, does his own mom, because that's a little shit that he is. Anyway, here we've got, and I'm just in a bad mood with him, so please don't go like chasing this kid down, because he probably is just that. That or he's just some dim bulb and this is the only thing he's got going in life. Who knows? On the upgrader end, these are really cool red roasters, right? And there were the, oh god, the death thingies up there. I can't even remember what they're called. And the cool swords and the other ones, they're all going to have a very specific look to them. They're all going to have this flaming elite rebirth look. And you get those every 25 rebirths, roughly speaking, here or there. That's what makes this so worthwhile. Because eventually you just stack these things up, you go down a line, you go up a line, you go down a line, and voila, you're in a cool place. Not too flippin' shabby. By the way, if you notice, I actually am high enough to be on the board, but I am not on the board. And look how angry I am over it. Okay, maybe not. That board is slow. I mean, that's probably the one thing in this game you just look at it and go, oh, that's garbage, it's not going to do anything for me. Also, I wonder if he made himself fall through there. Now that would be pretty typical, I bet. I bet he did. Like, dude, God, what a fucking douche nozzle. I can't even get over it. I'm so pissed at that little dumbass. Anyway, the end result is you pick up these droppers. There's upgraders that are that way. Until then, you find the ones that work best for you. As much as I like these in terms of the quantity, their animation slows the machine down, and if your graphics card's not like primo, you know, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. These are close enough, so I ran a lot of those. These are great, but great, big, enormous pains in the ass. You can't put them anywhere. So we will take that off. And lastly, when it comes to the collector, I want to show you the collectors over here. That's as good as I got. But I mean, it's pretty damn good. Everything by 3. Now you're thinking, well, 3? Well, this is by 5. And these stack. All the other stuff doesn't stack, but these multipliers stack. They also happen to be tall, so you'll want to build all your stuff on a platform. And the platform's simple. It's just your standard building block. I mean, it's nothing normal. I have them on these up here. I have them on these diamond ones upstairs. Not a big deal. Anyway, with that in mind, there's a few other odds and ends, but I think that's a basic enough thing. So, in short, rebuild, build, or rebirth, build in 3 dimensions, and rebirth more. Then go some more rebirthing. I mean, just rebirth as much as you can, because that's really going to get you the cash. Oh, there's another one. Anyway, I would like to offer you some strategic advice, but in general, and this is one of the problems I had. Have you ever tried to like do a video and have some dumbass kid just run up and like pick, 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 pick? Normally I just get out my flamethrower or whatever and like light them on fire. I was just in a mood and I'm trying to talk. It's like, come on, dude. Ugh. Anyway, funny thing is, I'm probably actually done with this game. I kind of did what I wanted to do. I wanted to get all the toys so my son could play with them, and that's one of the reasons why I did this game. If they add any more toys, well, I'll be ready for it. At this point, though, you know, I'm like leaderboard good, and it only took about a week. Not that big of a deal. And it's something you can enjoy with your kids. So, I hope you enjoyed watching. Sorry for being all, you know, over that stupid kid. God, I can't even believe. You ever get that way? Like, just put in the comments, like, in real life, no. You know, one thing, and I feel pretty bad about this now, because I do this all the time, I don't ever put my speech on. I don't talk, so maybe he had his speech off, but I doubt it. Anyway,